What was the last operation you got?
I got my toenails off.
What do you mean you got your toenails off?
I have no toenails. No,
Why?
they're all kind of deformed looking.
So I have a deformed toe. You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
No, I can't show you. Mine is you wouldn't like it, boys. I'm telling you, you just brace yourself.
Look at this.
You right?
Oh. The sock again.
No, it's gonna cost you anymore.
Oh, please. Please.
No. I know what these perverts like.
I need to see it.
Sippers get ready. When people get ready. Sippers get ready for tea with me.
Sippers, welcome to this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with me, Shane Todd. Before we get into this episode, let me tell you about just a couple of things. The first of which is our show at the Waterfront Hall. So that's so disrespectful. The Waterfront Hall, not the Waterfront Hall. Our first show there sold out. We've added a second show. Dan, what's the date for that?
30th of November.
The 30th of November, 29th sold out. Tickets are in the description below. Live podcast, bit of stand-up at the start. Some of your Tea With Me favourites. It'll be a great time. Patreon.com/Tea With Me podcast. We recorded another Lazy Boys episode recently. It's exclusive to Patreon. What, Michael? What? Sorry, I was fucking so confrontational. There's loads of the New York specials up there. SSE's up there.
Behind the scenes SSE.
Behind the scenes from the SSE's up there, including Dave Elliott falling on his back playing football, which we've all watched 100 times between us in the last week. ShaneTalkComedy.com. I'm on tour. I think by the time I'm going to tempt fate. By the time this episode comes out, my world tour dates will have gone on sale. America, Middle East, Canada, and Europe, and things like that. We're sponsored with a new sponsor, sound the klaxon there, Northern Irish Connections. Now this is set up by Invest NI. They're passionate about celebrating what makes here such a great place to live, work, study, visit, invest, and do business. Because everyone's coming over here, and we're celebrating that. Started with Game of Thrones, and now they're all here. I was at the sauna today at the Sleeve Donard Hotel. And the amount of American golfers there was wild because they come over here because we're the leaders in a lot of things. We do things great. This is a Northern Irish Connections. It's a network for people living around the world, but designed to help people stay in touch with developments back home and share their pride about here. I see them on Twitter. I followed this account on Twitter for a number of years. I know they're sponsoring the podcast. And maybe just as an experiment, what I'd love to do is, if you're listening to this podcast from somewhere else in the world that isn't here, tell us about it. Because we used to have Belfast guy in China. I think he's gone cold. Patrick needs to reach out and let us know, brother. Let us know you're still there. Do we have listeners in the Congo? Whether that's Democratic Republic of, or I don't know if there's just a Congo itself.
We'll find out. Let us know.
Let us know. Do we have listeners in Yemen? Do we have listeners in Bahrain? Do we have listeners in Portugal? We want to find out. So comment below and let us know where you're listening from. Visit niconnections.com, whether you're originally from here or have an interest in living, working, or visiting here. niconnections.com. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see also below that we have the website in the description. Search for Northern Ireland Connections on Instagram. Give them a follow to find out more and stay connected with the great things coming out of NI. We're also sponsored by none other than Manscaped, the number one in men's below the belt. Do you want me to do this as anyone? This ad as anyone? Do you want a voice? Do you want an impression? Do you want...
Patrick Stewart?
I can't do him. Can't do him, is there...
Paolo Nutini.
Nah, I can't talk as him.
Luther.
Who? Luther. I can only... Luther.
Do you want to suggest someone you can do?
I'll do it as me. Manscaped.com is the number one in men's below the belt grooming. You know them. You love it. As Tom Jones would say. What Tom Jones say about Manscaped? Oh! They have it all. They do it all. Listen, wherever around the world you are, you need Manscaped in your life. They have... it's men's grooming, basically, the good kind. They have the Lawnmower 5.0. They have cologne. I might be wearing Manscaped boxers right now. They basically sell these like individual products or packages together, and it'll revolutionize the way you look at yourself and way prospective people might also look at you, if you know what I mean. Go to manscaped.com, use the code T with me for 20% off and free shipping. The link is in the description. My guest today is none other than a firm favourite on this pod. He is Fermanagh's Sexiest Man 2021, 2022, 2024. He is a fantastic comedian, an original mind, a wacky guy. He is none other than my friend and yours, Mr. Mark McCarney. We've had a long beef. We're trying to get him on. Nesbitt's the elusive guy to get on this podcast. Like it's like a cat and mouse thing. He's
But
like
he
the
has been
dream.
another pod, hasn't he?
Yes, thank you, Mark. Yes, he has. Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't booked for next week.
See if he's done more than McCarney, I'll fucking
Well, that's what you've done
lose
to
my
me.
mind.
That's what you done to me in Frostbite, boy. So fuck you.
Excuse me?
Jimmy Nesbitt's coming on me next week. That came out wrong. That's how I got him on the show.
Is that what I need to do to
That's
get
what
him
you
on?
need to do.
Offer my back?
You need to lay down. Jimmy Nesbitt will be straight on you.
So, but I didn't steal Frostbite Boy off you. I didn't know he was doing it. I wouldn't know that.
No, you see, mine was a long running thing because I was after Frostbite Boy years ago.
Yes.
Before, I don't even think you had the podcast at the time.
And you couldn't even have got him. Like, he is elusive. Like Nesbitt isn't. I obviously joke about our thing with Jimmy. Like, we've been close to having him on. It hasn't worked out. I'd blow it up a bit for podcast content. But you genuinely, like, Frostbite Boy, he's out in the wild. Like,
yeah, well,
there's
this
no
was the
way-
time he was in. I put a post and all up on, I think it was Facebook, and a friend he messaged me, and he like texted him, and I just sent him a picture back of him beside a pool, going, "I'm living my life up here in Texas," which was great. Then years passed, and then next thing I seen him on here, and I was like,
But what
"Shane
happened-
Todd's dead to me."
What happened in those in between years? You know what
He
I
was
mean?
in Texas,
I know, but then he
marrying
he
the
was-
pensioner.
That's right. And now I feel like he's in the wind again. You know, where is he right now?
Right enough, aye. That's my kind of gay. I like that.
Because he wanted to be king or president. King.
King.
He wanted to be king of Ireland, which doesn't exist. The only issue with that is, well, there's a few issues, but one of being which that doesn't exist. But I think he's given up on that and he's doing like competitions now, which is a mad lane doing like going on a quest to be the king and then going,
Mary McLeese done the same thing.
she's involved with the prize guy.
Competition pages. Yeah, I haven't seen anything up of him this past while now, but
Those competition pages are funny because like the first thing you've got to start really small and then you're giving away like I think prize guy recently was doing like a £1 million house and 30 grand a month, whatever, and a car and that kind of thing. But your first thing has to be like a Game Boy.
but I always thought whenever they started, I was like, are they not illegal?
I think they're regulated. You have to be.
Do you remember because there was a thing where you weren't allowed to do any gambling without like a license or something?
Yeah.
Or,
Competition rather than gambling.
Yeah.
One free entry. They're like, if they do a free entry, it's a loophole.
Well, we were talking recently about, like we know people who have won. Like, it's not even a big deal anymore. If someone like, he won $1 million. There's someone it happened to. I know of someone it happened
but
to.
you're
recently.
wealthy up here.
Not
That's why
at
I'm
that
up, Shane. I need a lock of £1.
What do you need it for? What do you need?
What's you in the bank now? You're definitely in the seven figures.
If you think it's in the bank, you're wrong.
Aye, after last week, the whole banks went down.
Did they?
Oh, aye. That's how
use-
much money that boy has. He doesn't even know.
No, listen. You'd be a fool to have your money sitting in a bank account.
You an investor?
I have a pension.
It's not as sexy
It is.
as
It's an
investing.
investment. It is an investment. It's funny. They go like, we can give you a full breakdown of what your money's going into for your pension. I was like, I don't know.
Oh,
And the guy
this
goes,
is-
do you want to know? Like, nah. Your pension money can go all around the world. You know what
This
I mean?
sounds seedy now. A pension to me was always just like a savings account for when you're not fit to.
Pension
podcast anymore?
Pension's gambling. You start a pension, you're gambling that money. Really, it goes up, down, fluctuates.
I remember one time you were trying to get into Bitcoin.
No, I wasn't.
You were, aye.
What do you?
There was a Limelight one night we were talking about it.
Hold on.
And you were like that boy, you know, the boy, like the meme behind the bushes. You're going, Bitcoin. I'm gonna take it.
How did I say it?
Yeah, Bitcoin. You're
I'll
well.
tell you what
isn't it?
happened. There was a couple of boys backstage. Aaron Butler was one. Niall Fagan was another. And they were trading. They had the app. They were in it.
That's right.
And me and you didn't know anything about it. And I went, well, maybe I'll put a few quid in that.
No,
That's
no.
as far as it went.
You're wrong. I said I was in Bitcoin from day one.
Right.
Lost the house. But no, I did. I'm actually weirdly very ahead of the curve.
But you're so ahead of it. You're now behind it.
Yeah, like I remember hearing of Bitcoin 4 years before anyone ever mentioned it, and I put like a $5 in it just to see what the
You'd
crack
be a
was.
millionaire.
No, it was. I think I looked at it then after it was like went up to like 300 quid, but
Right.
it was nothing. This was like when there was one Bitcoin.
Yeah. I remember my...
But I remember your eyes lit up whenever I said I put a $5 in early on. You were like, I was like, no, I only got about £300.
Yeah, because I remember my dad was a mechanic and still alive, just on fixed cars. That sounded like he died fixing a car.
Big fan of your father now.
Do you know what? It's going to his head a bit. He's on other podcasts now.
Oh, is
He's
he?
doing Rogan next week. Marty, the ex-boxer. No, he did a road racing podcast, a motorbike racing podcast.
Oh, was he?
Because that's what he used to do. He was a
Motorbike
racer.
together.
But he's they're people trying to get him for everything now.
Yeah.
Even at the boxing, like at the boxing in the crowd, he was the star of the show. Like,
Yeah, I remember he came to one of the charity gigs we done on
Limelight.
Limelight, and he came up and he shook my hand.
Yep.
And he gave me.
He's a
nod.
fan of yours.
He gave me a nod. Like my own father's never given me a nod like this.
He's a fan of Mark McCarney.
I like him, Dennis.
Yep.
He was on here. I seen him on.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Aye.
He was great. Like one of the best.
Too
episodes.
big for you now.
One of the best episodes we've ever done.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
People keep saying to me about getting my father on. I'm like,
You worry what they're gonna say.
no, my old boy is a dose in real life, and everyone always wild cracking on. As soon as you put a microphone or a camera in front of him, he just goes into himself, and he can't.
You can't get.
He
You
can't
can't
do it
talk.
at all.
But my dad would be like that too. But because I think me and Dave were with him, he was
He was
great.
into it. Aye.
But he was all like he was real nervous beforehand. Then as soon as it started, he turned into like a podcast veteran. He was like Joey Diaz, sitting here like he's done countless podcasts,
Coco?
and it was great. We're getting Coco on too.
You're an only child, aren't you?
Yeah. No. Well, hold on. Yes and no. I grew up as a lonely child, and then my mum had 2 kids.
So they just didn't
So I
speak to you
grew up.
after that, or
I
what?
grew up as a lonely child,
Right.
and then when I was 13,
Oh, you're well.
my brother came along.
So you were the golden child for.
I was the only child. You know what I mean?
I like being. What people say about being an only child's awful. I liked it.
I liked it because it wasn't like you didn't know any different. You know what I mean? You didn't. I think it'd be terrible. Like, say you had a way older brother who went off to uni or something, you'd find out really hard because you'd be really.
Oh, you were
close to
so
him.
used to them.
But as an only child, it was sweet. Only thing is, I hated like. We were on holiday recently, and it reminded me of if we were away anywhere down south, Spain, whatever. I hated if my mum and all were having dinner, and then it went on too long. I crack up. I lose my fucking mind.
No wonder the 2 more children after that. Like, fuck this boy.
No, but you know, like, oh, we'll have a dessert and then a wine. You know, fucking just want to go home.
Oh, see, we weren't fancy of that.
I hated that. What, wine?
Aye.
No, I don't drink wine now.
But like, I used to love the like trips away when you were young.
Did you ever go to Achill?
What was that?
Did you ever go to Achill? Achill Island?
No,
Down
Mayo.
Mayo?
I
Yep.
no, never.
Smashing. Great memories there.
But do you remember when you were in the pub when you were a child and you make friends with other children? You
Yeah,
don't know where
yeah,
they
yeah.
are. They're probably all dead now. But
Oh, I remember going away in Tenerife, and I made friends with this guy. He was called Jackson. I remember 2 things about him. He was Scottish and he was black. Okay, and that's fine. Before you start, I know what you're like. And
you say the racist thing and then you go, you know what you're like?
I said,
Eh?
me saying he's Scottish and black's racist.
Aye.
That's what I remember about him.
Scottish people are people too.
Yeah,
You don't need to point it out.
Scottish
to them all
lives
the time.
matter. SN.
P.
That's not the SNP. SN. SNM.
Oh, aye. You into that now?
So I remember being mates with him, and they were staying in the same hotel place as me and my dad, and we were messing about playing by the pool. And then he was like, I just got a weird memory of mine that I've never thought about since. He goes, I got night vision goggles. Do you want to come and see them? And it was daytime, but it was just to look at them. And I went, yeah. And I went back, and his mum, this is in between, like, they'd been at the pool and they were maybe getting ready to go out for dinner. And I remember looking at the night vision goggles, and out of my periphery, I could see her getting changed, and I saw her boobs, and I fucking loved it. I loved it. I was maybe 10, 11, and I lost my mind.
Oh, you would, aye. Was that your first boob you seen?
No, because you would see, like, beach boobs, but this is, like, out...
Was it raw tit, like? Raw nipple?
Yeah. Yeah. God. But out of the context of, like, you would see it on the beach, but then you sort of got used to that. But it was when you would see it in a different setting, you would, you know.
So you can't ride now with the goggles on? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's like, you know, when you start going out, and then you see, when you're at, like, early going out age, and then you see two girls kissing each other on the dance floor. You're like,
Jesus, I never seen that.
You
Where do
didn't?
you be going?
I remember going to a Limelight school disco. And it was insane.
The limelight's changed since then
It was
today.
insane. It's great.
But it's funny how you like when you're a young man, like that would have just set you insane. Now when you're in your 30s, you're like, get out of me road.
Well, I think now, because they have easy access to porn and everything like that, something like that, with the young boys
Because
wouldn't
we
care about
used to
that.
grow up in Next catalogues and stuff.
We see something like that, and that's in your mind for years.
I didn't know
Next
lesbians
catalogue was your
existed till I
personal-
was about 24 years of age. Didn't think it was possible. Two women.
Those are
Kurt.
not Scottish and lesbian, Mark,
Oh,
am I
just-
right?
You know, it was baffling to me.
Next catalogue, I loved all that.
The Next catalogue.
Loved all that. Hardback.
Oh, afterwards, I.
If Nesbitt's around.
It was bound up, so it was. They quit the catalogues. You won't even get an Argus catalogue now.
Nah.
But
What,
how-
you mean like in hand?
Aye.
No.
We need to go back to them ways.
Do you make tattoos?
No.
I was doing a sketch last night where they put on fake tattoos, and I loved it. More tattoos than I have, but like neck one, arms and all that, and I wonder if you had any tattoos.
I had often thought about it. There was a time once, and nearly bullied me into getting one. He's great at that. Because Aaron has a friend who's a dom down in Oma's. Does tattoos.
He worked there, didn't he? Aaron worked there.
Aye, and then I was kind of like, because I'm the kind of guy where I'd get it, and I'd no likely with a weekend, I'd go, oh no, fuck, I need to get that off. I don't
Right.
like
So
it.
you need a henna.
I asked him, did he do them? And he was like, no.
But also, you can't get a henna like as a guy of our age.
I thought it'd be like a cool just template. You get
T-
it,
Test drive it. That makes
test
sense. That
drive
actually
it,
makes
and then
loads of
just
sense.
go for that again with the hard marker now,
Yeah.
and then you'd have it.
Yeah.
You've one, haven't you?
What were you gonna get? Yeah, I have 4.
Crazy Frog. I like to stay in style. No, I don't know what I'd get. I generally don't know.
You think if you had like a load of outdated tattoo, like internet things,
old memes.
the Crazy Frog,
The
the guy
Windows-
doing Gangnam Style. He
The
was
Windows logo.
good. Yeah. The
I remember
paperclip.
it is funny how your perception. Like there was an old guy down near us, very sweetly nice, homely wee guy. You'd think nothing of him. And then I remember a guy saying, "Do you know he has like a massive back tattoo?"
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "No, he doesn't." You know, look at him. You're like, "That man doesn't." And then one day he whipped it out, and it was like, you know, like.
He whipped out his back.
Somebody said it to him and he did show it. I was like a big Indian chief. It was like, what do you call that actor boy?
Like a Maori tattoo, like a.
No, it was like a big, the Indian with the feathers.
Oh, it wasn't a tattoo an Indian person would have had. It was a tattoo of an Indian person.
Indian.
Are we talking Indian or are we talking Native
you
American?
know, the fucking bows and arrows and stuff.
Right.
That's very cliche. But, you know, him, it was like, what do you call your boy, the actor? Big guy.
Jason Momoa?
No. Batman. What do you call your boy who played Batman last?
Christian Bale?
No.
Robert Pattinson?
No.
Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck. Did you ever see his
Yeah,
big
Ben
back?
Affleck. You think Ben Affleck was a Native American chief?
No, he's a big back tattoo as well.
Oh, he's Ben Affleck on there as well.
Aye.
You said Ben Affleck has. You said there's an older guy in your village that has a Native American chief tattooed on his back, the same as Ben Affleck has.
And then there's a picture of Ben Affleck looking at it on his back. It's very meta. No, what I'm trying to say, it was a similar like look.
Right.
Do like Ben Affleck, you're like, no, I don't believe that this guy is a massive
Yeah.
full back tattoo.
Yeah.
And then I never looked at him the same way after. I was like, oh, that guy's a
Like
badass.
a low key tattoo.
Yeah. Like, I don't took months to get done.
Because there was a librarian in my school, and again, like you say, like an older sort of guy, very like quietly spoke. Well, you would be if you're like, you wouldn't have passed the job interview.
The loud librarian.
That's 2 weeks overdue, Paul.
That's a new Netflix show.
He goes,
Oh, he's a wild one.
he was like new to the school. He was like an older guy and like really nice guy. And a rumor started that he had a tattoo on his back. Again, full back tattoo, but of dogs playing poker. Everyone's like, "Have you seen this? That like he'll
Oh,
show
like
you."
the photo, the famous photo, aye.
And everyone will go up to him, me included, and be like, "Can we see your tattoo?" And he's like, I don't have a tattoo." And everyone's like, "Okay, maybe today's not the day he wants to show it." And the traction that started,
He's actually harassing this librarian.
everybody would be like, "What about your tattoos? Can we see your tattoo? Can we see your tattoo?" And he cracked up. He fucking lost his mind one day. I wasn't there, but he cracked up and was like, "I do not have a tattoo on my back of dogs playing poker. I do not have a tattoo on my back. No one can. If I did have a tattoo, I wouldn't be showing you. I do not have a tattoo of dogs playing poker on my back." And then somebody went, "He does." Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't go through that if you didn't have it.
Yeah, you're too deep
You
that
know?
way.
But I don't know. I would like to get some more. Like I like the one on my. I would never get that, but I like the look of the way I had like 2 sleeves and a tattoo on my neck. And then I went out and got coffees for everyone just before we started rolling on the shoot, and I liked it. But I think people were.
Well, where do you have
staring.
them at the minute? Oh, I can see one there now.
I've got the cup on my foot.
A cup?
Yeah, like a teacup. We all got them for the podcast.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a cult.
You're getting one.
There's the Kool-Aid.
And then I've got this one on my back of my leg when I
What's
lost the Todd father when I lost the bet with Dave. You know about this?
No.
I
That
did.
is very cool now.
When me and Dave had a show in Radio Ulster, we used to do a general knowledge quiz on it because we had nothing to do. So we had a like best of 8 or 6, whatever. And at the end of it, the winner got to pick the loser's tattoo, like a full permanent tattoo. And he made me get the Todd father because I just become godfather to his daughter Holly. So I got the Todd father, her date of birth in it, all that kind of stuff. And if I won, I was going to make him get a portrait of my dad on his arm.
You got
like-
away well then.
But like as a young man, like not even like a recent one of my dad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, my dad was like
Regal.
30 or something.
I think I'd have to get something more practical, like something, you know, if found, and then there's a number on the back
Yeah.
of it or something. We bloated up somewhere. We found them. It'd be the handiest. No, I've never got it. Should I remember? Do you ever get your ears pierced?
No. I did it once at a fancy dress party. Someone, we did it at my cousin's house. They put like a skewer through
Oh,
my ear
Jesus.
and put an earring straight into it. I took it out later that night and never had one again. Did you have your ear pierced?
I got whenever I was at school.
What did you wear? Would you have a hoop, stud?
No, it was a stud just
Oh, up there?
up there. This was my
As in this bit?
this
or
bit.
this wee middle?
this was my emo phase.
Because here, that's a
No,
that's
that
a
was
statement. That thing in there.
That wasn't
You get that
invented
pierced?
in my days.
A bit of the ear.
I got the stud, and then I got the the big African hoop. I did for 6 months. No, I got the stud, and I got bullied
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah. Silver or gold?
I was a gold one, because that's all Claire's accessories has back in the day. That was the training one, and then I got all infected, and I was just like, take that out, and I was like, I'm never doing anything to my body again.
I always wanted stuff like I remember dyeing my fringe blonde once. I had a
Oh,
flick.
aye.
Remember, just your hair would be down, and then just a flick up at the front. And I got that dyed blonde. I thought that was.
See, I feel you
class.
could pull anything off. Poor choice of words.
Let's see.
you could have it, and
That's
you
what they say about me.
you'd work with it.
Right.
With me, everything just looks awkward.
I think you could do a wee hoop. I think you do. Vittorio got a wee hoop when he first told me about it. I went, in my head, I was like,
I remember.
no, but I think it looks good on. I think you could.
Does he still have it? I seen Vittorio a couple months ago. I can't remember him.
Yeah.
No, me and fashion just doesn't work.
I like the idea of getting a tattoo. See, I don't really like that. I don't like when you look at me to necessarily see all my tattoos, and
Yeah.
especially if I'm on stage. I feel sometimes they're distracting, but I do like the idea of. I think Ed Sheeran doesn't. Loads of people do, but you know, just every once in a while when you're just in the mood, you get a wee tiny one and add to it, and it becomes a bit of a thing.
Like a
or
big sleeve then.
new places you go to, you get a wee something to market. I don't know, I like that. I get a wee bit addictive, like.
A disposable camera would do the same job.
Yeah.
There's
But I mean, anywhere, apple green, you know, you just get all different.
Nando's.
I love an apple green.
Apple green's eye.
You
I was-
think there's more than there is, even though you've been. You get tricked. Your mind does something to you when you walk in. You're like, oh. But it's the
It's
same.
even just a nice wee place just to take a break.
Yeah.
I was in it there for 45 minutes nearly, just chilling out.
Just there now?
Aye.
Which one?
Lisburn.
Yeah.
I can't travel now at all.
Without a break, you need a break.
If I travel 20 miles from the house, I'm like, I need sleep.
Yeah.
I went to Port Rush last Friday. It's 2 hours.
You gigging?
Aye. And I just like,
That's a nice gig, isn't it?
yeah, very nice now, nice crowd. Like, I have no fucking, it was, landed up, place was rammed. I was like, what is going on? Really old man. I was like, where's all these tours
Yeah,
coming out of?
yeah.
I was like, oh, it's the middle of July.
Yeah.
I've no,
Yeah. It's summer in a seaside resort.
yeah, well, I have no conception of time and space anymore. I'm interdimensional.
Now, I thought I might get into all that sort of stuff, and then I saw clips of Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan's podcast. And I went,
He invented the new math.
nah, yeah. He this is what he went. This is the clip I saw. He goes, "What's 1 + 1?" You answer it, right?
Oh, fuck.
You answer it.
2?
He goes, "Yeah, okay, it's 2."
Well, I used to do that at school
No,
too.
one
The teacher
multi-
used to say, and you go, are you sure about that?
No, it's 1 multiplied by 1. He goes, "What's 1 multiplied by 1?" Person goes, 1. He goes, "Okay." And
But
at
that's
that point, I went,
the
"This isn't
great
for me."
world we live in now. You can just say whatever you want, and as long as you let on that
But
you
he's
believe it.
good at it, like
Yeah, well, he's an actor.
talking with no breaks, just talking.
Robert Downey Jr. fucked him over, and he went and invented new math. That's what
Right.
happens.
In between Iron Man 1 and 2, he brought in Don Cheadle.
That's right. And then he went and done. Oh, well, there's a show he used to do, and I used to watch away at it.
Don Cheadle?
No, Terrence Howard. Empire.
Oh,
It was great. Trash. It was great.
they're doing, and there's all the prequels now and all. Jussie Smollett was in that.
Just Jussie Smollett was in it, all right.
Remember him?
You get bait to death with a magnet.
That's
amazing.
that's still one of the best celebrity news stories ever.
You do think, what was his end game there? What did he think he was going to get out of
He
this?
just didn't expect it to be investigated. He didn't expect. He just wanted that initial thing of. He went out. He got attacked by guys in MAGA hats. He got
Yeah, but
He got racistly attacked.
did he think
Guys in my
he was
hats.
gonna? It was gonna make his career bigger or something?
I think it was. I might be wrong, but I think Power had hit and was maybe just either hit. I don't know if his character was out of it or whatever, or his star taking just a tiny bit of a downward thing, and he wanted to get people going, talking about him again, and that's when he did it. And it was like me, it'd be me trying to organize it. It'd be
So
me
if
trying to
there's
organise
any scandal, it'd.
you know about.
I'm gonna book an SSE and say you raped me. Tickets will go out like that. I'm not good at marketing, but now you've that idea in my head. This whole thing's gonna crumble down top of you. Boys, you want to do more than McCarney in here tomorrow? You're ruined, Todd.
You and Nesbitt set up
Aye.
fucking the new tea with me. I'd hate that, man. I would hate that.
Big fan of Nesbitt. I like
Good
awkward
actor.
men.
Great actor.
Oh, aye.
Great actor.
Yeah. He really is good now.
Like underappreciated. Fantastic.
Where's he from? He's from
Korean.
Korea.
Yeah, yeah. Is not wanting to travel why you've set up a comedy festival in Fermanagh.
I could
Have it on your
if I
doorstep.
could do it any closer to the house, I nearly would.
If you book it, they will come.
yeah.
They're coming. Are they coming? I
Oh,
hope they
aye,
are
yeah,
because I'm coming and I hope
Oh,
there's
yeah.
people there.
Oh, you're stacked lineup like.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So
I love
but
it.
it'll be the end of it. Like I'm not doing it anymore.
No,
I just you know when when you're kind of you think the best thing to do when you're doing stand up is organize your own show so you can get more stage time, and then it's come to the stage now you're like, oh, I'm doing more organizing than I actually am doing stand up. So it's like I'm doing this, and then I'm not doing anymore.
do you? I mean, there's nothing better than walking in going up on stage and walking out and having to do no
yeah.
admin, no nothing. But you, I don't know. I think you're making something great. I hope you change your mind on that.
God, I don't know, because you're literally never get a. You're literally just organising mode. And it's
Yes.
literally then, oh, you're on stage here now in 30 seconds, and you're like, oh, Christ.
Because I couldn't do it last year, and I was gutted. I missed it when I saw pictures and footage and all that kind of stuff. It looked great.
Aye, the Lusty Bag now, it was a mess. We stayed up to 8 o'clock in the morning drinking.
Yeah.
And I just flew in, like.
See, I'd have been drinking with you, but I'd been getting up. I'd have had my morning drink with you guys.
But
You know
weirdly,
what I mean?
nobody was drunk. Do you know one of those times you're just kind
It's
of...
so spread out.
Aye.
Yeah.
It went on from 6 o'clock that evening to 8 in the morning.
Sometimes like that, like you're unaware of what you're doing, and if someone wrote down to you what you'd had to drink up to that point, you'd look at it and just die. You'd be sick.
Ah, yeah.
You know.
But no, there's something calming about the water too, I think. Just love being near it.
Do you?
Oh, aye.
I feel weird being landlocked. You know, if I was somewhere and then they went, "You're 400 miles from the water," I'd panic. I think, but I would not do anything.
Because you
with
grew
it.
up near the water, probably.
Yeah, but like just by default, I wasn't like going down on the edge of it. You know.
Have you ever sailed?
No. What do you mean, like a sailing boat?
Aye.
No, I have no intention of doing that.
No?
No.
Would you not like that?
No.
I think I'd love
Looks
that,
Wick.
you know. John Wick?
It
See a
look-
boat here?
It looks shit.
You're right.
The admin involved. I go paddleboarding, I go water skiing, I love all that stuff. Going to speedboat, going to jet ski, brilliant. Sailing,
Like a yacht?
no.
You'd look well in a yacht.
Yeah, I know, but
Buttered up at the front,
I've never done it.
topless, your tats out.
Fringe dyed blonde.
Yeah. No, I think
I
I'd
get
love that life, eh?
I could see you on like a wee rowing boat.
No, there's a guy I follow on YouTube there. He sailed across the Pacific on his own.
Right.
And there was a shot where he just went 360 in the boat and you could see nothing. And I was like,
That's a bit of you.
Get me there. Eh?
Dave says it's his dream to have in Ballyhome, near where he lives. He wants to have a boat with a wee anchor that he can lie on and close his eyes and just float round the bay and know he's not going to drift out or whatever. That's his dream.
And
And
a
I see-
container ship wipes him out of it.
I understand that, but no, a yacht, no. I used to work in the yacht club as a dishwasher, the restaurant of it,
Right?
and nothing about it appeals to me. It's far too much admin. Like,
It probably is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's not that I was saying, if you want to get a boat, just get a friend that has a boat.
yeah,
It
they
is
look
a-
stupid.
But I think it is. I think it's lovely.
I love water skiing. In Fermanagh, funny enough, I love water skiing.
Yeah, water skiing's great. I've never done the paddleboarding now.
Paddleboarding's good.
See, my default is just sink.
Yeah,
You know, Loch Erin's dangerous.
it is.
I remember getting in one day to swim with boots and all on me
What? Why?
because I'm very impatient. It was a lovely day like this, and a friend of mine, his father did have a boat, and it was out by Killyhaven Hotel.
Yeah.
And he rang us. He says, "Do you want to come out? We were just all in and around the water here." And it was very warm, and we all landed out. And then one fella, he was just like, "I'm jumping in here." It was very, very hot, and he jumped in with all clothes on. I was like, "Oh, well, I'm going to do it too." Straight down. I just didn't. Oh, and only, I done some kicking. I felt like 45 minutes of kicking. And eventually got up again and scared the life out of me and never got into it again.
Into that water again.
Into the lock, aye.
Maybe just the lesson is take your boots off.
No, they were nice boots.
Right, I know. Fair.
I'm all about style, you see, Shane.
I've been water skiing there a couple of times, and I like it. What I like about Killyhaven and all those places, especially the Ardone Theatre, is people arrive by boat
Aye.
and just park up right outside it. I love that.
We had that at Lusty Beg last
I
year
love
too.
that. I wish I was doing Lusty Beg one.
So come along anyway. Everyone's invited along, like. I've pretty much invited everybody, and anyone that can't gig can still come.
Swap me with someone for the Saturday. No, we
Do a
don't.
wee spot on the Saturday or on the Sunday as
I
well.
might. I like that. I like that we're doing how many people will the hotel hold?
The hotel is 250, and then the Lusty's about 3. So
Where
they're
is
just nice.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
massive, but they're just nice.
I ran the. Were you doing it when I ran the Rathlin Island International Comedy Festival?
Yeah, and then I took COVID, remember?
That's right.
Remember a fella was helping me with the video once. He got tested, and he had it, and then I had a quarantine then.
Oh.
So I missed that, didn't I? But it was good.
It was great. Apart from we couldn't do it on Rathlin.
That's right. The storm came in,
The
didn't it?
weather warning. Red weather warning.
See,
we
it's
had
the
it in
torch, that's the
Ballycastle, and it was
travelling
the-
again.
It was the best day of the year.
If I could get a tent up in Fermanagh and just say I'm here every Saturday, travelling
Like like Elvis in Vegas.
aye, a residency in a pop-up tent in a field somewhere. I just don't think travelling suits my family.
But you've been to
Did I
like
ever tell you the time our cat hitchhiked up to Belfast?
no.
Did I tell you that story? I'm nearly sure I told somebody. No?
No.
We had a cat called Oreo. Disappeared one time. Right? Fine, cats disappear all the time. But a week later, phone went. I've your cat here. And we're like, great, where are you?
Like a ransom thing.
We're down the road here. He said, no, I'm up in Belfast. And we were, now, I live in Fermanagh. Belfast is an hour and a half away. Well, so we figured out, here's what happened. The cat got up into the car, the engine in the car. My mother went into town. The cat fell out of the engine in the town. It went to the first house that it seen. It was a wee old woman. The wee old woman fed the cat, looked after it. Her son, who was originally from Fermanagh but lived up in Belfast, was down on the Sunday. And she says, oh, I got this new cat that just came to me, but he didn't see it. And he left that Sunday. About Craigavon, he started hearing this roaring and thumping in the engine. It was the cat got up into his car. So he got the cat out of the engine, put it in the back seat, and took it up to Belfast. Now, he was shrewd because a week beforehand, we had got the cat neutered. So he seen the shaved and the scar. So he says, somebody obviously owns this cat. So he rang the vets. The vet went, aye, that's Mark McCarney's cat. And they gave him my number. And he rang it and he kept it up here the whole week. And then he came back down to Fermanagh the week after. And we got it again. Isn't that a great story?
The saddest thing about that is that you didn't just go and get it at the time. You went, fire it back next time you're coming up the road.
Aye, well, he says it's up
The
here.
cat's been through fucking trauma.
But I will listen to the crack. A week later, cat died. Under a tree. Now, there was no note, but the coroner said suicide. But
I think you're thinking of Dr. David Kelly, the arms inspector who wrote the dossier on the Iraq War. Is that who you think?
no, we
you're
couldn't.
calling?
We couldn't afford him. We just got a boy from the town. But we often said we think we just used his whole 9 lives going up to Belfast and down again. And I think it's the exact same for me. It takes that much out of me.
And then the cat died. You buried it?
Cat died.
You
I
buried it?
went in the family plot. That's true. Nobody believes that. That is a
I
true
believe
story.
it. I wouldn't have thought they would get into an engine. How the fuck
Oh, they
do
got
you get into an
up
engine?
just up through the engine of it, eh? Oh, I believe it getting up. It's like, how did it not go into mincemeat
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
fan belt? It was a great cat.
I'm allergic to a lot of animals.
Are you?
Yeah. It's got better with I'm better now, I think.
What are you allergic to?
Back in the day, dogs, horses, cats. But then they're probably the main animals you're coming into contact with. You know what I mean?
Back in the day, so you're not allergic to anything now?
Nah, I used to have loads of things back in the day I don't have now. Hay fever,
Have you still the Crohn's?
asthma. Yeah, it's lifelong, man.
Funny, I seen a boy on the internet the other day said he was terminal with Crohn's, and I was like, Jesus, does Crohn's kill you?
No, I think it's like you'll always have it. It's chronic. Is that what it means?
He
Chronic.
said terminal. I thought, fuck, I better start hanging out with Shane a bit more.
But he might be. Maybe he is. You know what I mean? Maybe he's got something.
Is that
it's
not
led
just a
him to-
skitter?
No. It's an autoimmune disease. So it like fucks your immune system, so you can get loads of stuff easy.
I never tell of it till I remember me and you done a gig in Uri. And you were sick that day now.
Oh. Where was it? You
Oh, it
remember?
was a long time ago. It was
Bank?
the bank guy.
Right.
You were just white.
Yeah.
And you were saying you just weren't well. And I was like, you're good, in here. If I was skittering, I'd say, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not coming.
It's I mean at the minute I feel really good, but any time it can just attack you like.
And you have to take stuff for it.
Yeah. I have to inject myself at home every 12 weeks in my thigh. Which was weird for a time I did it, now it's just nothing. But yeah, give yourself a wee injection.
Fuck. You ordered that?
No. I got diagnosed when I was 24. But it's like it's there, but it doesn't come out until you're like a young man, you know.
Oh, right.
And then it creeps up on you.
All my ailments are all silly old things.
Uh-huh.
All my ailments are wild silly old things.
Yeah.
Nothing you can brag about.
Yeah, but this is like, I don't know, I forget that when it's good, I just forget I have it, but then when it's bad, it's annoying. But it's been alright. Like it's never stopped me doing stand up for a month, which is good. When I first got diagnosed with it, I was in hospital. It was bad.
Would you be a wee
But
bitch now when you're sick?
No,
See, I would.
I'd be way better with all that than you think. Like I would just plow on.
No, I'm bad. If I ever get like anything, like maybe I have to get a wee operation, I'm just like, I'm going down to the river here. I cannot abide hospitals, ailments.
You just climb into a
Poking.
car engine.
Yeah,
What
Wait,
was the
but
last
that fast,
operation you got?
I got my toenails off.
But not by a doctor.
What do you think it was?
What do you
The
mean
vet?
you got your toenails off?
I got my I have no toenails.
Bullshit.
I swear to God. Now
Why?
they've grew
Why?
back a wee bit. It's kind of like as McCann said. It's like the iron claw. You know, they're all kind of deformed looking.
So I have a deformed toe.
How so?
You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
What? No, I can't show you. Mine is. You wouldn't like it.
I won't.
You wouldn't. They're bad now. See, I had ingrown toenails.
Right.
So
Kick me off, right? Ingrown toenails.
ingrown toenails.
How long ago?
Oh, teenager.
Right.
My auntie's a nurse, so for months she was like, "What's wrong is the side of your toenails are digging into your toe, so we need to try and train the nails to not do that."
How do you do that? Like,
You get a pair of scissors and you cut straight down the middle of your nail. Agony.
down the middle?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Right to as far as it'll go?
Yeah. Well, not to the very bottom, but literally, you'll take off the two sides,
Right.
and then you hope then that they'll grow back normally. We done this about 16 times and done nothing.
Most traumatic
And she was
childhood
like-
I've ever.
Oh, it's no wonder it turned out the way it did. That's torture. Hitler wouldn't do it to you. So she said, "No, you're gonna have to get
Get
these."
the clippers.
I switched them feet there.
Doesn't really make sense.
No, it doesn't. But it sounded great in my head. Because the two of them off, you see, so switched them. So the two of them took bad.
2 feet or 2 toes?
The two toe. Well, there's one on each foot.
You want toe on each?
Big toe. I'm like Terrace Howard of the Mass here. I'm mixing up. I'm inventing new body parts. So she said,
Each big toe.
each big toe fucked. And she's like,
The last toe you want fucked.
they're destroyed. She's like, you're going to have to get these off. So had to go into the hospital. And for some reason, apparently they used to knock you out. I don't know if somebody told me this for badness. They used to like gas you, but then remember there was a time they don't gas you anymore. So they just froze the toes. And I remember there's no pain or nothing. But I remember
Where do you go to get this done? Full hospital or
full
like,
hospital, I remember I could feel the guy with the pliers like turning the nail.
my God.
And then just this jank. And it wasn't sore, but I could feel every like twist and turn of it.
Yeah.
And the rapid, I was off my feet for like 2 weeks after it.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're going to have to like kind of half learn how to walk again. Because your whole balance nut's going to be a wee bit fucked up.
Yeah, because when someone gets a toe removed,
Yeah.
they have to really like learn how to walk because your balance.
And I
is low.
never had any pain after it, but the kind of grew back. I go through about 10 pairs of socks a month. It's just sliced through it. I can't wear sandals or anything. It's boots or nothing.
I'm being serious. This makes so much sense now.
What, what do you mean by that?
If you told me this when I met you, I'd be like, "That's McCarney." This guy's been through some shit.
You're the Crone Ranger and I'm the Toe Ranger? Yeah. So that was my traumatic.
That is
childhood.
very traumatic.
Like the operation wasn't as bad, but see, getting the cut. Oh, looking back at it now.
My issue is my toes are sweet, bar my baby toe
Show off.
on both sides.
I thought you was deformed.
Yeah, bar
Well,
my
baby
baby
one.
toe. My toes are like this, bar my baby toes on both sides, which curl in. It's almost like they're like the rest of the toes are like their big brother, and there's a fight. They're like, like this, like curling in, like getting in behind to be protected.
Show me.
Right.
I'll show you mine, you show me yours.
Will you actually?
I will.
See? Like,
It's
yeah,
not.
yeah. But look, it'd be
It's-
much better if it was like this.
Oh,
See?
it's just got bad posture.
Yeah. It has low
It's
self-esteem.
hooped over.
See what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
But I
mine
wouldn't
kinda-
say, like, I wouldn't look at that and go, oh.
Yeah, but then I have weird bones. Like, look at this.
Boys, I'm telling you, you just brace
Look at
yourself.
this. Look at this. Second ankle bone.
Is that broken?
And then look at this. And I have that on both sides. See that?
Alright, enough.
Extra bones.
I'm telling you, boys, this is gonna be.
I have bones disease.
This is a Patreon exclusive. This.
By the way, I'm fully expecting there to be like a bit of art under this or something. This is a long setup you're doing.
I wish. You right?
Yeah. Oh fuck! The soccer kid.
No, it's gonna cost you anymore.
Oh please, please.
No. I know what these perverts like. Just get out your night vision goggles
need-
there.
I need to see it.
That's enough of that.
It looks like there's been an accident and someone's trying to hold on
That's that.
to something, you know, and they're slipping off.
Because I had the because me and McCann was in Canada that time. And we lived in the apartment, so I was going to be barefoot, and he was like, "Holy fuck!"
Oh man.
Yeah. But now I should go. I should go back to like is it a podiatrist?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they could like whip it off.
Do
And
something.
I'm so traumatized by anyone going near my feet now. I'm like, oh, don't even go near. Shit. I'd rather have a while looking. Don't be looking now. You have a full route over there.
Oh, I'd love to suck at toe.
There probably is sick whores who love that.
100%.
Never got the feet fetish thing now.
Never got the. Do you know why? Because they are feet. What are you getting out of that?
Is it because they can't?
And they're all feet are ticklish.
But
Do you know what it is? It's a thing that is like dirty. They know you've been walking about all day, you've sweaty feet or whatever.
oh,
They go, yeah, you just come. they go, so they're like,
noise you make when you come.
they go, this is weird. That's why they do it, because it's weird. It's like, it's weird. And that was probably happening way back in the day, and people probably weren't even wearing shoes, so it was even more stinky.
Well, there was. Remember back in the day, women would wear big, long. Remember back in the day, if you showed a man an ankle, he'd come in his pants.
Oh yeah, in the
There
next
was
catalogue.
the big long stockings, and shit,
Yeah,
like 50s kind of job.
yeah.
Bring that back. No, you couldn't put them
feet.
into socks.
No, you could not. All the feet and stuff. I'm just not. Yeah, I've grown to not care about my feet, but I used to be really paranoid about those baby toes and stuff. And I have weird fingers now. I just have weird body.
What's wrong with your fingers?
They're just an odd shape. They need fattened up, wee thin fingers. You know what I mean? Like the sort of dip. Like look at my thumb.
What can you do to fatten your fingers?
Just probably like
Rub
inject
Nutella on them?
inject in lard or something. You know, I don't know.
Would you ever go get your forehead done or something? Both. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your forehead, but I mean, no. Like, would you ever get?
No. I think what all that stuff. I don't know. It's hard because like some people will have big confidence issues. No, I'm really paranoid about this wrinkle, and I'll feel better, and I get that they will feel better. But I just think, I don't know. I like when people just grow old.
Aye. Should look
Like-
at Simon Cowell. Oh, he looks like roadkill. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But you're not looking at him and going, he must be a young man. He's drawn way more attention to his face in like a negative way.
Yeah.
He was a good looking guy. Ladies
Oh,
loved
aye.
him. And okay, so what? You're gonna have more wrinkles, or you're gonna be grey or whatever. That's
But
just
once
what-
you start, that's the end of it.
I know.
Do you know all the Botox in the world is made in Mayo? That's why you go to Ackle.
I'd love to show you I'm surprised, but I can't.
No, I just grow old gracefully.
I don't think so. I have plenty of wrinkles. Big wrinkle here
But you're
sometimes.
supposed to.
I know, but that's what I mean. And I have loads of laughter lines, but that just shows I've laughed.
Ah, yeah.
I've laughed, Mark.
That's the
and
curse
I've
of the
loved.
trade, you see.
I know. No, I don't think I would get anything. I mean, I say that I'll get one thing done, then I'll just be all over it. Look like Barry Manilow at the end. He loves it.
Is he still pumping?
Fucking ready. Oh, I. Remember he
You
came
just
out,
come there?
Remember,
Oh, aye.
remember he came out as gay about 2 years ago, and everyone's like, no,
Barry Manilow came out.
Yeah. He
I'm
was
thinking
in.
I'm
He
thinking
was
Michael
in.
Barrymore.
Oh, Barrymore's in the distance. He's that far out.
He's massive on TikTok now, isn't he?
Yeah, and it's weird because I don't know, is he coming up with that? Because I don't think he is. I look at it and I go, it's almost that savvy and almost a bit like meta, like you said earlier. It's like, it doesn't, to me it looks like a TikTok expert has gone, Barrymore, do this and caption it this and do
Just
that.
fucking with people.
Yeah, just all to distract you from.
What's going on? There's keys next door. Whenever the Roman Empire fell, they put on circuses
What do you mean?
to distract the people from the world crumbling.
Yeah.
That's all we are, distraction.
Well, they knew it was crumbling, and they just ate and fucked. At that point, they were just so.
What did happen in the Roman Empire?
Just got too big.
And
They were fighting on. They were trying to hold way too much land, and they just couldn't.
you have a history podcast now, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I answered that right. They tried. It just got too big. They couldn't man it. You know.
And what? So then the whole thing just people were hungry.
Yeah, but for years it was like there was so much internal fighting, and there was like Western and Eastern Rome or something. It kept getting divided, and then they expanded, and they had way too much, and then they had so many soldiers manning borders and things like that when it came for war and stuff, there was just nobody there. It was just a couple of guys.
All I know about Rome's the gladiator.
But it fell, and a good fact about it there. It fell.
That's going to happen here too. See, there's a new virus
Gladiator.
coming too.
Is there?
Aye. Some wee critter got it in India there the other day. So we're all fucked again. I'm ready.
Are you gonna go see Gladiator 2?
I mightn't go to cinema to see it, but I will watch it.
Yeah.
If there ever was a film that never required a sequel.
I don't
Although
thi-
your boy's good now, I like that Paul Mescal.
Paul
fella.
Mescal and his wee JA shorts.
Aye.
He's wearing them in the movie.
I only watched.
Over the arm.
I only watched.
Under Armour.
There we go. There's them laughter lines at work there. Normal People, do you watch it? I'm very slow to the uptake, so I only watched it there about 6 months ago.
Oh, apparently for that, in the book, the female character is supposed to be like not like typically or traditionally good looking at all, and then some people were giving off because they were like, she's sexy.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, who cares
Oh,
what
yeah,
they look
yeah.
like? You're like, it's a lovely. There was a lovely contrast of, the grey, opaque backdrop of Sligo and then the warmth of their love. I should be a movie critic on that, great.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. You
No,
say
it
ready
broke
for
my
another.
heart, that show.
Are you ready for another virus? I'm not.
No, I'm just ready to go anything. I don't care about the rest of you. Whatever you do is up to you. Nobody prepared us for what life will actually be like. See, we grew up, like whenever I was at school, it was, living was a lot simpler.
But then do we just think that?
No, it was, because they were like, all you have to do, boys, is get a trade, go on a building site and make a fortune as the Celtic Tiger. We never, our teachers was like, don't be worrying about science, you're not going to do anything with that.
Yeah.
Go out and do a bit of joinery.
Yes.
That was for 5 years we were told that.
Yeah.
And then, no joke, literally the week after we left school, the Celtic Tiger went to shite. And everyone was just like, oh,
The tiger
fuck.
got put down.
The tiger was fucked.
I think we saw way less news.
Oh, yeah,
It took ages for news to get to us, and by that point, it had been sorted out.
done now.
It was
Actually,
sweet.
Ukraine has had 3 wars in
Yeah.
the 90s, and we heard none of them.
Is that true?
No,
Alright.
but it could be. I don't know. I'm not into world politics at all. Look, nothing I say is ever.
If you could have taken part in any war ever in history, what war would you have been in?
Oh,
Like, you get to go for a day and be in it.
just like, boys, I'm here for a day trip. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
On the front line.
Yeah, you breeze in. But like,
Hiroshima, not Hiroshima. What do you call the one?
it's exactly a war.
What do you-
Vietnam.
no, the Japanese Pearl Harbor.
Well, that's an attack, right? So you would like to World War II.
Oh,
Pearl
you mean
Harbor.
a legit war?
Yeah, but no, I can open it too. If you could be part of any attack, what would it have been?
Pearl Harbor would have been graphic if the film was anything to go by.
Yeah.
Long and boring too.
Yeah.
Eh?
Long and boring.
But Ben Affleck was there.
Oh, aye, and the big tattoo in the back of him.
Um,
Most wars that say are long and boring.
I'd say the golf would have been a nightmare. Just your feet at the end every day, just sand
The golf.
every day.
Iraq. Well, the troubles would have been good to see. I never lived through any of that.
It never reached fitness.
Never seen any of it. That's so weird. Whenever I hear William talk about it, I'm like, I seen none of that.
Yeah,
Because I never used to see the news or anything. Oh,
Yeah.
my bomb's the first thing I remember.
I remember
That.
hearing that. I was
And I
on holiday.
was like 13, 14 maybe.
Yeah, I think we're the same age, aren't we?
So
I remember. I again one of the moments where I remember where I was when I heard that news.
Up until then, I was like, oh no, everything's fine.
But even world news like that, like you hear like that, it felt like, although it wasn't true, it felt like in 10 years that was the only big bit of news that like everyone talked about.
Yeah.
Whereas today, 5 things you hear about in a day that make everyone be like, have you this?
Yeah.
And then the next day, they're not that they're forgotten about, but it's what's the next thing?
Yeah.
Like Trump getting shot, that would have dominated the news for months. You go online, it's people have moved on.
Yeah. I think though, because Trump handled it like such a badass.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, oh, he's fine.
Where's my shoes?
He's 100. I love that bit. Where's my slippers?
Rightfully, that should have been your first thought. If that happens to you,
We don't
make
know.
the last. I do not want people to see your body and then those exposed feet. Well, let's make a pact with each other. If we die,
Yes.
don't let the body have exposed feet. I'll do that for you if you do that for me.
You cover my feet and I'll cover,
cover
your
yours.
hands. I'll
on
just
my forehead,
I'll
apparently.
just sit on your forehead.
Put a
I'll
sheet
just-
over me.
I'll just sit in your face. He's not well. He's all right. There's an ambulance coming. Trump. That was but now I think if it had got him, I think it would have been. I think the fact he just got away with it.
Oh yeah. What's you're talking about you just want to live in a tent and fitting and stuff. About like you started your did you start your podcast after COVID? Yeah.
No, just kind of during it.
See the way you have that model of like people just it's on your website and they don't subscribe to it. It's your platform.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get more like grace and stuff because of that? Like, are they like way better of an audience, or do you still get like if you miss a day, are you like the Supreme Leader basically? Are you like Kim Jong Un? Are they like North Korean people? Or will they be like, fuck you, this is late and all that stuff?
No, my followers now are very civil. There
Right.
probably is times they should go, where the fuck? But I do try. I go, you'll get something at least once a week. It mightn't be the same day every week, but you will 100% get
Right.
something like. But it's probably not the right way to put it behind. There is something about it's not the money, but whenever you do pay for something, you think more of it or something.
Yeah.
So you're
I know what you
kind of,
More invested or something?
you're more invested in it or something like that
Yeah.
there. And then I say about 10 things that'll ruin somebody every episode. So like,
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
hurl this back from as many people as possible.
What do you like? I've actually been doing the same. Where like maybe putting up some older clips again, because obviously you get new followers all the time and people haven't seen stuff. So you'd be like, so I don't know whether it's you putting it up, whether I'm seeing a lot more Paris Unknown again, like just odd clips. Maybe it's not you putting it up. Maybe
Jeez, I
I'm just
haven't put
other
up a
people
clip
doing it.
in- I did put up, I came across a hard drive because I was filming stuff during COVID.
Yeah.
But nothing ever really sat with me. But I did see a wee clip, this was like a month ago, I put up. But apart from that, I'm not
You
I'm
getting
not
the bug
good
for
at
anything
social
again though?
media at all.
But so to me, sometimes like when we chat at gigs, sometimes you'd be like, yeah, I feel like I want to do this, or you're like, definitely not, don't want to do that. So I like, do you have a bug at the minute that you want to go do stuff, or you feeling like you don't?
Yeah, so literally stand up Lusty Beg next Sunday, that's me. I have nothing in the books now till like Christmas. If even Christmas.
But would you just go out and just show up and 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there?
No, I think I'll maybe just spend that time now and make a video.
Right.
Because I can't do 2 things at once. I do
Yeah.
have ADHD or something like that there.
Yeah.
I can't. I get distracted and then the whole momentum's gone.
I'm only
just-
now getting into the space where I'm doing that, where it's like, instead of having 5 things, just do the one and then move on to the next. But I'm like it with books. I read the first 10 pages of a book. It's
Aye.
brilliant.
And it's
Want to
not good.
I have another book sitting there. I'll go read the other book.
It's not good when you're splitting your head between
I know.
4 or 5 different
Yeah.
things. It's so I can't just do it at all. I've tried.
Yeah,
and literally
yeah.
have been getting nowhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to just take a project at a time, finish it, and then go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Which is fucking head wrecking, but
What are you gonna do? What video stuff you gonna do?
I've about 300 things on my phone
Yeah.
that let it go. I'll do that, but the ideas are cheap. It's doing it like.
Yeah.
So I see you're doing your big show now too. You doing the
Mhm.
sketch show?
Yep.
Class.
Yep. Do you know the best thing about it is we're doing it the way we want to do it. It's for BBC, but we're sort of selling it to them, if you like, as a thing.
Right.
So it's not. They've seen the sketches that me, Kieran, and Niall had done, and then we had a chat about doing it on that for them.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, I don't want it to change. I don't want our approach to change because then it won't be the thing that you liked in the first place.
Yeah, yeah.
But then that's their attitude too. Of like, we like this, so do it for us.
Yeah.
But do it the way you've been doing it. So it's like the ideal scenario. It's a dream
Is
scenario.
it like a 20-minute show, like, or
It's gonna be 3 10-minute. As it stands, it's gonna be 3 10-minute shows for iPlayer, and then it will go out as 1 30-minute.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And it's kind of like a pilot thing. Like it's a see how it goes.
So that's
But
the way the whole thing is. It's like, isn't that how Netflix works now?
what do you mean?
They don't like commission things. They just buy it off you.
Acquire it?
Isn't that how
yeah.
Gillis done his new show?
But
He just made it and then they bought it.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah, yeah. Have you it all filmed?
No, we're about 2/3 of the way through.
I didn't get the script. Where's my part, or what? What am I in it?
Did Kieran not give you a shout?
No,
Kieran.
no.
It's Kieran, he's casting director.
I see.
I think it.
Hoovers.
Do you know what the biggest challenge has been? Not having anything local in terms of reference points and that kind of stuff. We're trying to make it broader.
Across the board. So it's going up on the iPlayer?
Yep.
Nice. Can you
Yep.
say the name of it?
Chancers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we'll see, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good.
So podcast, stand-up. So much money do you have in the bank?
It's on crypto.
That BBC crypto?
It's on crypto.
Stephen Nolan coin?
Is that a new
That's a
cryptocurrency?
new crypto for him? Aye.
Nolan coin.
Aye, that'd be great. I'd love to do something like that there.
I mean,
A sitcom. I'd love to make like a sitcom.
yes, I think that is the next thing that people should do here
Mm.
because nobody has.
It
You
is
know,
amazing.
as in from our generation,
No.
and I think it'd be great.
There hasn't been anything really here. When is the
Sitcom
last-
wise, no.
Oh, I can't think of it.
Nothing new. Like since Get My Headpiece, I can't remember any new sitcom starting.
Let's give my headpiece still run.
Oh yeah, and the live show like bigger than ever.
I've seen the live shows right enough, but
Bigger than ever. I think it's still once a year, but they'd have a run once a year, and maybe like a Christmas special or something. Yeah,
unreal.
and there is huge audience for that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it needs to be like a new thing as well to go with that. You know, ideally you would want on TV, like Give My Headpiece to go on in the prime time spot, and then can they put something on after that that's like trying a new thing?
Oh, aye, the lead in.
Yeah.
Industry speak there. Boys, I'm not so slow. What's your favourite TV show?
Not comedy.
Just in
The
general.
Yellowstone prequels at the minute.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Shane.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
I didn't know you liked it.
No.
This is like two guys that have found in they're both into feet.
Yeah.
I didn't know you like that.
Boys, leave the room, will you? Now, everyone told me, Mark, Yellowstone.
Yep.
You need to watch it. You'll love it. And I thought I didn't I did like it.
First 3 seasons.
And I was like, yeah, it's good. But see the prequels,
1883.
unbelievable.
Now I have 2 episodes left of 1923, and I gotta say, definitely not loving it as much. Because I think 1883 is one of the best standalone series I've ever seen of anything.
Yeah. It's still good now. It's not as good as the first one now, but it is
Yeah.
still. And then, what do you call him? Did you see his film come out?
Costner.
Aye.
So my mate went to see it and was like, In fact, it was Dan. Dan went to see it.
No good.
Dan love it. I just called Dan my mate. But he went to see it, and you said it was. You said you felt like it was set up to be more films, which is so annoying when you go and
they've
see a
already
film.
filmed the part 2, and I think he wants like part 3 and 4 to be made. So it just feels like 3 hours of building up to those parts. So
I
it was
hate that.
Tough.
That's okay with an episode of a TV show, but when you've gone to see a film,
Costner's the new Marvel. He's making a universe.
He should have just made a series.
I suppose he thought off the back of Yellowstone he was just gonna
of course.
completely. There's a tight cast in it though, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's like 4 or 5 different storylines running, so there's loads of people in it.
Oh fuck that.
I got so into Carhartt after Yellowstone.
You should in the what?
Carhartt as a brand.
Or I thought you meant Cars. Because they're in the Cars.
No, I love and all the music. I'm well into country music now. I love it since Yellowstone.
Yeah.
All like it started with a couple of songs in the show. I was like, "What's that? What's that? I must listen to that."
Oh, whenever
And
I
now-
first started hanging out with you, being a country boy, it was look at this fucking loser. Oh, what are you wearing? Super dry, is it?
No one in no one in Yellowstone's wearing super dry.
An episode I did. See, there was
That's what you're filming at the moment.
Costner. That's the new film. He's wearing super.
Well,
dry
he's
all
out
the
of
way
the
through
new
it.
season and having a mid-season
He's
break.
left.
If you show up as the lead in the new season,
Yeah.
I'll love
I
that.
fuck Chancers.
I'll love.
I didn't get a call back for that. Will be the new Yellowstone.
I'd love that.
Yeah, Yellowstone was great. I don't know why it was so good though.
Do you know? Everything, the setting of it. You look like you wanted to be there.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, and I just love the episode. I hate the episodes where it's like this person's shooting this person, he's shooting them. There's a big bomb. I like it when they just take the fucking horses out, and it's nice. And they just go, we're taking the horses up the mountain, and there's all these shots of the big fields, and there's a bit of music and all. I
You
love
should
that.
come home with me, Shane. You blow your brains out, hey? That freezing cows crossing the road.
You meant to say something like it would blow you away. You went, come home with me. I'll blow your brains
No,
out.
it would blow your brains out. Well, it might blow your brains out too, I don't know. Now there's a show. Me bringing you around the countryside.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That'd be hilarious.
I like the countryside. I live in the countryside.
But you strike me as, you know...
I'm not a country
Remember
boy.
when Nolan went to a farm and he seen cow shit and he went, oh! Started to get vomiting all over the place.
Yeah, I like the idea of it, but maybe not the execution of it so much.
yeah.
Your podcast, Morning McCarney's is your website McCarney.com?
MarkMcCarney.com.
Mark McCarney. I didn't know that was your first name. I'm not sure. And the festival will already have been over. by the
All
time
right,
this comes out.
buy tickets now.
Well, they will. You'll do one next year. I know you.
No, I think that's it now.
You'll do it.
No,
Just do Lusty Beg.
I'm in the middle of my own first tour's been planned for next year. I was
Oh
like,
well, that's different. That's
I
different.
think that's going to be enough for me next year without having to plan some sort of a festival.
I'm good. I'm
So-
happy to see you're doing. You're going to do a tour.
You too, Shane. Keep at it. You'll get there someday.
Do me a favor when they're going to pay all the money into your account for the tour.
Yeah.
Wait, give me a shout. We're going
Pension?
to invest it. We're going to invest it.
What are we invested in?
Whatever the fuck they want to. I don't
Horses and fields.
care. Mark
surgery?
McCarney, pleasure as always.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming down
No
and
problem.
showing me your feet.
Let's get ready for tea